Alrighty, we're back with the Iron 4 League of Legends highlights. We got a very solid game here coming from depths. The average of this elo is an Iron 2. We have 3 or 4 Iron 4 players, if I remember looking at the OPGG correctly. But looking at the team comps, we got pretty standard blue side here with a Tahm Kench top. That's probably our weird pick. We got a Master Yi jungle, Ahri mid, Kaisa, Janna back bot lane, and then on the red side we got Urgot top, Mundo jungle, TF mid, Vayne Swain bot. We see TF trying to invade the Yi, gets a little called on. That we see a little bit of weird runes there. The Aftershock TF, that's not a pick I would exactly recommend for anyone anywhere. But you know, he's obviously got a bigger brain than us, so he knows what's going on. After the TF invade, we still see Mundo hanging around, just being asked to get collapsed on, but looks like he will find his way out. All right, so Mundo is one of the terrors of the jungle right now. However, what we see is him doing it incorrectly. My opinion, the best way to play Mundo right now is to do a full tops red side clear. So you start with W on the Raptors, clear down everything, go back, you get a Dorn's Blade using the future market, and then you're able to clear your entire blue side by 3:15 to meet for the scuttle fight and do a level 4 fight while you're up an entire item on your opponent. But you know, who am I to complain? Let's see, starting items, anything interesting? We got a Cull start from Urgot. Culls are normally not the best of items in this elo since they don't know how to farm. It's pretty uncommon for them to actually get 100 lane minions, so they're probably not going to get the gold bonus from that. Other than that, we don't see interesting from Janna. We see the Spell Thief start with no pots. Normally you get 2 pots. What else do we got? Anything interesting? Nothing too particularly interesting. So we're gonna do a couple of predictions here to start. The easiest way to predict who's going to win these type of games is who has the easier champions. If we look at the comps, the Tahm Kench is a pretty easy champion. Master Yi, pretty easy champion, and we'd say a first blood coming out of the top there in a very hard fought lane. So easy champion Tahm Kench, easy champion Master Yi. Ahri's fair, not necessarily easy, but you know, she's pretty fair. Kaisa's pretty broken right now, fair. Janna, in my opinion, is absolutely terrible at this league, and we see a little bit of a fight going on there, but Janna will flash out, Vayne following the flash, and Vayne getting the kill there, so that ties us up at the 1-1. So now if we look at the red side though, Urgot kind of hard champ, especially for this elo. Mundo is pretty easy. Ahri barely not going to get the kill there, kind of interesting. And so Urgot kind of hard champ. TF, in my opinion, very hard champ. Ahri flashing in, but TF will walk out there due to his corrupting potion, and he will barely survive. But Vayne is a hard champ. Swain, in my opinion, is a hard support. My prediction is a blue side win just off of the easiness of their champs, because no one knows how to play in this level. Alright, so looking at CS at the 3-minute mark, you would roughly, perfect CS, I believe, at this mark would be 22 plus 6, 28 CS. So actually some pretty good farming numbers coming out of the mid. 80 carries doing absolutely despicable. Top lane doing a little okay. They're getting about 50% CS, which is pretty good for them. Looking at the jungle, Mundo is doing pretty good, but he did go down once. So the one thing to notice is Mundo is a good power farmer right now. Excuse me. I'm trying to figure out what Mundo is doing here, as the red side is, I'm sorry, I lost my voice. The red side is very pushed up. There is absolutely no way he's going to be getting the kill on the Tahm Kench there, but he does go for the invade. He does not look at any of the camps with the vision given to see that the wolves are alive and the Gromp is alive. He could have stolen 2 camps for free there. Looks like he's going in for a gank through mid and is just gonna walk around. It does stop the back, so you know, it does save his time somewhere there. But Master Yi is collapsing on Ari. They get the teleport out of Twisted Fate, and Master Yi is collapsing, but no follow from Ari. TF then goes in with Mundo not collapsing, so I guess the teleport kind of saved his teammate there, but they probably could have gotten a kill there. We're about to see a scuttle fight though. Mundo gonna give the scuttle over to Master Yi. I don't think that's a good decision. I think he could have fought this, especially because he has a entire ruby crystal up on Master Yi. Master Yi sees him. The Q goes out while Master Yi is in alpha, but he turns on the Master Yi even after missing the damage, and that will be a kill for Mundo. Yes, he does. So we see some good jungle dueling going on. Master Yi should have known that because the there was a back lead for Mundo that he was not going to win that fight. Catching up on some farm, we see a giant discrepancy coming out of the top. We see about a 14 to 15-ish CS lead. In the jungle, we have about 8 minions up. Mid, we see a giant discrepancy of 20-ish minions for the red side. And in the bot, it's pretty even, with Vayne up a little bit. Mundo getting caught here in the jungle before he has his ult up. He is not exactly the best fighter. And because Master Yi hit that back, he is able to get the kill. Big lead coming down on the red side there. CHEMTANK just trying to land a little poke to make Urgot work for these minions under tower. Urgot missing every CS under turret possible. We see the ult coming out of Urgot, taking the CHEMTANK low. Will he proc the second part of his ult? It looks like that time's out, so he will not get the execute. CHEMTANK taking very low, and we see a giant brawl coming out of the mid with Urgot coming out on top. With the red side pushed in, we would expect them both to back to, purchase, but why would they do that? Looking in mid again, we still see a giant CS lead for the red side. Now at the 7-min mark, we look at the goal lead and we see a little under a $1,000 or 1,000 gold lead for the red team. And they are allowing the Vayne to just farm up. What you really want to see is some type of punishment for this Vayne. Unfortunately, what we see though is just a lack of real hard CC coming out of anyone here. The top side, Urgot really only has his pull, which isn't exactly the easiest to land. CHEMTANK has his stun, which isn't exactly the easiest to land. Jungles, we see nothing CC wise besides the slow out of Mundo. Only hard CC I see coming out of mid is the Ari Charm, and then the TF yellow card. In the 80 carry slot, no CC out of Kaisa. Vayne does have her condemn, but that's not exactly the most reliable. Janna has a couple of her disengages, and Swain does have the pull, but that's also unreliable CC. Ari going in, TF lands the stun. We see a collapse coming from the junglers. Mundo trying to finish the crab, but they're now split. And TF flashed, or no, how did TF, wait, how did TF get over? So after getting in the jungle, we see TF, coming down to Mundo, getting collapsed on by the Ari. Does he just run around all this? He does indeed just run around. Really would have liked to see him take the Blashcone there to, take that off the board. But Mundo's falling in. Master Yi is going to collapse on the Mundo, and it's now a 2v1 for him, but he's going to ghost away. And he tries to land the Q on his own teammate. He's taken very low. TF will be able to secure the kill after Master Yi gets a kill, but you do not want to see that Master Yi scaling. Alright, we see CHEMTANK coming down for some reason, just wanting to split some of the farm with TF. Does land a little bit of poke under tower. So if we look at Dragon Skeleton, there was a Mountain Drake taken by the red team. Not exactly the most important dragon without the soul. CHEMTANK doing a dive. He is. Gets the flash out of TF. He goes in, taken very low, pops the gray health. He does disengage tower, and TF getting a kill on Tom Kench with the tower dive. Ari going down to the tower. At least it's an execute, but oh, amazing dive coming out of the blue side there. How to do your tower dives. XD coming out of the TF. We see the BM in the chant, the X triple D. All right, taking a breather. Really would have liked to see TF back and you know, spend some of the gold he just picked up. Master Yi potentially collapsing on him. He needs to get the yellow card set up. Master Yi getting slow. He does have his Zonios. I did not realize that. Alpha taken down. They take the Master Yi down before he gets a kill. Very good play coming out of the TF there. My prediction may have been wrong. This may look like a red side win. TF taking the back. Ari going to be looking for him. She gets the kill. She finds him. Without vision or anything, blindly lands the charm on Mundo, takes him dangerously low. He takes a bunch of points, and she gets the double kill. Amazing play coming out of the blue side mid laner there. Looking at the bot side right now, no fighting going on there. Oni-chan, welcome back to the chat. I've been streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, so don't know where you've been, dude. Tom Kench taken very low with another tower dive. Looking for an XD to come out of the Urgot. Urgot backing on him. The disrespect of just backing on the catfish. Amazing back there. We see the Titanic Hydra being completed by the Urgot. Once again, only the most elite of League of Legends play coming out of here in Iron 4. Master Yi looking like he's gonna try to gank with all of his CC. Will take down the Swain and let the Vayne go. Interesting dive there. Probably could have collapsed on the Vayne as well, but you know, why try to get a couple kills when you can just get one, right? And it looks like blue team will get the collapse. That does make the gold a little bit closer. We see only a 1.5K gold lead coming out of the blue side. TF going in on the Ari with that aftershock proc, takes her to about half health, dodges the Q. He red cards that blue card. She lands the charm under tower, taking him very low, very close to dying. She does have ult up if she wants to collapse on him. Takes TF very low. TF does get the kill though with the outplay dodging the Q. Kaisa trying to pick up the return kill, lands the stun on Kaisa from TF's yellow card, and looks like he will be getting out of there. What we don't see is TF using any of his roaming ability with his ult. Urgot deciding not to use his ult here, does get the kill, and that is the execute being successful. TF needs to get the yellow card up. He does land it. For some reason he does get the stun without going down to Yi. Misplay from the Yi, not expecting the damage. But Kaisa just landing the auto to get the kill there. We see the Rift Herald coming down from the red team, getting the first turret on the top side. That is a massive Urgot coming out. However, we do see that Mundo 1-4 will probably be pretty useless, especially going against a Master Yi. The true damage will probably just kill him out. See a little bit of counter jungling coming out here, very good. Since they knew the Master Yi was just bot side, and he's coming out onto the fields of justice again. A couple of turret plates coming out of the mid before those go down. Also another one going to the red team there on bot side. At the 13.5 minute mark, we see a roughly 4K gold lead for the red team, and that's just going to be expanding even further with the gank onto Ari by Mundo in the mid lane. I'm not sure what Tom Kench is doing there. Master Yi coming in, gets stunned by the TF's yellow card. If he knows what he's doing, he would use Alpha Strike to be dodging those yellow cards, but I'm assuming he doesn't know what he's doing. Swain trying to fight, the Tom Kench trying to fight the dual lane. Not sure why. Master Yi going back in, yellow card coming out, and TF chasing them, and that is another Drake picked up for the red team. That's the Infernal Drake being complete, and we see the Ocean Drake coming out for what we will have as a potential Ocean Soul. Ocean Soul would be a very good win for the Mundo, just to increase that recovery. And seeing that it's an Ari and Kaisa, there's a lot of poke coming out from the blue team against the red team. Master Yi going in once more. I don't know why he didn't just stay on there. He does have the red buff. I just realized this is a tank TF. We see the turbo CHEMTANK coming out of the TF, and it looks like he's working on building a dead man's next. Oh, this is indeed an untraditional build. Tahm Kench finding the Mundo in the jungle, gets a kill for himself there. That is a stun on the Master Yi, taking him very low, and it now makes sense of why TF is able to survive these dives. He has been going tank TF. I don't think he wants to be around there anymore, though. He is taken at a point where if Master Yi just looks at him, he will go down. But does pick up the CS there. I do not know why he's still in lane. He is just asking to die. Especially with Vayne being here, you know, they have everything they need. I don't know why Ari doesn't just go in on the... all she had to do was dash in, land on one of her ults on TF, and then ult out, and that would have been a kill for them. But all that Master Yi going in does not get the kill on TF, and he goes down to the dive, and Ari taking a couple shots, but Urgot does come down, gets the ultimate on Janna, and that is a kill for them as well. At the 16-minute mark, we see a 6.5k gold lead for the red side, and it looks like my prediction may be wrong. I was predicting an easy blue side win. Ari getting the shutdown on TF, but they do transfer kill. Mundo diving the Kaisa while his ult is ticking, taken very low. He will survive, and that is Urgot able to follow up on the dive. Swain taking the last tower shot, and we see XDs coming out from both Twisted Fate and Ari. They do not yet realize that that is a tank Twisted Fate. Granted, I didn't realize it either, because who plays tank? You know, I should have realized it when we saw the aftershock. Looking at the charts right now, we see a 2-5 in the top for Tahm Kench, 2-5 in the jungle for Master Yi, 4-4 Ari, 1-2 Kaisa, and 0-2 Janna. Notably, we see the Leandri's Torment Janna. Not sure what that's about, but why would you want to use the broken support item when you could just take a Leandri's Torment and do damage as Janna, right? Looking at the red side builds, notably 2 items plus boots in, and Urgot still has not completed a mythic item. Everything else looks pretty standard outside of the tank TF. Mundo diving, Urgot missing the ult. He goes down to the towers, and they're unable to get the kill. TF going under turret, taking a lot of damage as well. Looks like Urgot might be able to open up the bot side inhib turret, because no one seems to follow him. They do find a collapse on him. Master Yi taken very low, and Urgot does pick up the Master Yi, because Janna is going to be absolutely useless. Kaisa now following up, and Urgot able to take out the Kaisa. They do pick up a kill on the tank Twisted Fate, but Vayne is able to trade that for the Tahm Kench mid. Ari missing the charm, with Vayne falling, taken to the health, and that is finally a disengage. Very good to see here. Urgot picking up the jungle after they know Master Yi is dead. Before you back, something really good to get into the habit of is as you leave here, just pick it up the jungle as you leave, especially when you're coming out mid. You know, you can send one person top, one person mid. You just make it so the opponent team does not have anything to pick up as they leave. We see the Drake is about to be coming up in the next couple of seconds. See that we have the longer timer. For whatever reason, Mundo is not wanting to pick up the Scuttle Crab. Why would you want the free XP, free gold, when you can just wait for the dragon to spawn? Urgot making the good decision to pick up the Rift Herald while everyone's focused on the dragon. And Mundo's still waiting for the dragon. Ari looks like she might be collapsing on this though. They will be picking up the... Right now we see a fight coming out here between the Swain and the Tahm Kench. Tahm Kench should be able to get this kill. He does, and he will be the next one to collapse. The Master Yi is able to get the kill on the Mundo as that fight's going on, and we see the blue team stealing the jungle due to the red team not collapsing on the objective. After the first two dragons, you really need to start having your team group up to secure the last couple of drakes. So what we have seen now is successfully a little bit of a shortage in the gold lead. The 6.5k gold lead is now dropped down just to a 6k gold lead for the red team. Plus they're able to pick up the one dragon. So it's 2-1 in the drakes. That does mean that it will be an extra couple minutes before the soul is able to fight. Or soul's fight would need to come down. One thing I really don't like here is that we see two carries in the same lane between Tomkench and Kaisa. Really only want one of those people to be soaking up farm and XP. Rift Herald being dropped on an inhib, kind of interesting decision there. The question will be who can answer the Urgot. Urgot does open up the inhib very early to be opening up an inhib. Will be getting the execute on the Master Yi, can then get the fear on Kaisa, takes her very low. She does juke the grab, but he is able to take her down, and this looks like it might be a 1v9 game for the Urgot, as he's able to pick up 2 kills plus the inhib on the top side. Now what I would really like to see how the Urgot is start taking it down bot side, let his team fight the Baron, and that would be a GG for them. Looking at the teams again, we see Mundo a solid 1-7 KDA. Just what you expect out of someone that's a power farmer with a whole 81 CS at the 21 minutes. Similar to CS coming out of the Kaisa with her 84 after being the 80 carry. Being 2-4-1 though means that she was spending a lot of time on the gray screen. We see the teleport being traded for Mundo's Ghost, but she lands the charm but misses everything else. Good sign coming from Master Yi, noting that levels means a lot in this game. Urgot going in, he just mentions that he can 1v5 the opponent team. He is attempting to do so, lands the ult on the Kaisa, but she is too low to be able to fight, but he is still full health after going in there. Interesting early Banshee's avail being picked up from Ari. Really would like to see the core items being finished before picking up those type of situational items. And we do finally see the mythic that will be coming out of the Urgot, and that is the Frostfire Gauntlet. Slow being landed on the Tomkench by the Mundo. Urgot collapsing as well, and that's about to be a dead catfish. And they do get through that gray health, and that is, you know, a little fish and chips for the Urgot. Urgot really, in my opinion, making a mistake here, not just going bot side, dragging the teams, the blue team to him, and allowing his team to force a Baron. When you are this big, you need to use that lead, and that does not mean just getting kills. Kills do not mean much if you're not able to collapse on objectives. Mundo needs to be power farming. He should easily be a level 11, if not significantly higher by the 23-minute mark. He has been spending way too much time ganking. He needs to be a power farmer. He needs to be able to answer the threats of this Master Yi and the Ahri in the late game. Teleport coming out of the Urgot. He's still trying to collapse on the spot side. Complete misplay here. He does go on the Tomkench though. Looks like we're going to have some more fish and chips. After getting out of the Tomkench belly, he does land the ult, does land the fear on the Kaisa, dashes, but all he's doing is getting the kill and pressure. Unfortunately, he will probably not be able to open up the Nexus turrets quite yet. He looks like he is trying to find a way to throw, as he's now literally going 1v5. Taken pretty low, is right now at around 20% health, lands the charm, and that is a giant shutdown coming for the Ahri. And that would not have happened if he just went bot side and opened up on the bot. Now TF following Urgot's terrible footprints of not just opening up for it. Alright, Iron 4 guide for how to win a game. Take 1 inhib, take 2 inhibs, take 3 inhibs, and end. After you get this inhib, do not go this way. There's nothing to get. You're not going to be able to get these inner turrets. They're not going down. Instead, just take the inner turret, take the inner inhib turret, and end with the super minions that are going to get pressure for you. Looking at objectives, the dragon fight should be coming up relatively soon. We do see the dragon is currently spawned. Swain missing everything, Ari missing everything, so very good gameplay coming out of them. Notably, Urgot still has a 700 gold bounty after being killed. Mundo landing a Q, ulting, and is taken to about 2/3 health, but is still recovering. Should be able to get back up to full. We do see the Master Yi on the dragon, but getting attacked by the Urgot. He is able to get the dragon before Urgot. Urgot does land the ult, so we'll at least trade a kill for it. Is then going in on the Kaisa and the Ari, but they are indeed just running away. Mundo landing the ghost, lands the Q slow, and that is a dead Kaisa. Their next target is the Ari. Urgot just collapsing the turret, paying no attention, does get to the Ari, lands the slow, and that is another kill for the Urgot. Tom Kench fighting the Vayne now, trying to feed another member. Gray health, it will come out, leaving him pretty low. And Tom Kench is able to get a kill in against the AD carry in the 1v1 after she does even itemize with the Kraken Slayer. Urgot does reopen up that top inhib. I don't know why Tom Kench is not backing. I still want to see Urgot run down bot instead of top so that they can fight on the Baron. One good thing though is Urgot is picking up the jungle, as Master Yi cannot contest in any way. We see another completed item for the Urgot with the Sterix. And we got a tank action going between the Mundo and the Tom Kench. Mundo healing. Tom Kench about to proc the gray health. And Mundo just needs to go through another life bar. Mundo being eaten. And that is a kill for the Mundo against the Tom Kench. Ultimate gameplay there. You see a lot of mechanics going on. A lot of, strong gameplay coming out of the tank battle. Mundo finds some CS. Notably, something I haven't really hit on is support itemization. Notably, we see the yellow trinket plus the 4 wards from Shards of True Ice for Janna. Similarly, we have the Shard of True Ice and the yellow trinket from Swain. So they're focusing on a lot of vision. Instead of, obviously in bronze, your opponents aren't going to be placing wards, so you don't have to even clear them, right? Urgot still allowing Mundo to. I think that's a misplay from the Urgot there. Urgot needs to just eat up everything he possibly can at this point. Do not give any jungle over to your jungler. He is determined. He has made it obvious that he is worthless. Already picking up some chickens just to get some extra gold. Looking at some CS numbers, we're 27 minutes in. Mundo's still with just 105 CS. Notably, we have a level 18 Urgot. Similar levels on this team is a level 11 Vayne. It looks like the blue team doesn't even know this is happening. Baron at roughly early smite coming out of Mundo, but they do get the kill. We see a TP coming out of Urgot, and he is just running it back down top. Trades ults with Master Yi, and he is now using the Baron minions. Luckily his team is at least trying to run it down mid, but big thing here is just use your minions to push towers, get some inhibs. But looks like Urgot will be ending the game himself. He takes one Nexus turret down. The second one is halfway down. He has Master Yi on him. He has Kaisa on him. He is still alive. His team is starting to take inhibs down. Janna taking damage. Kaisa back to full health. Takes a Nexus turret shot. He still has half health. His team is now on the mid inhib while the entire team chases the Urgot. They open up the base, the second inhib. We see chases coming out of the red team. Urgot just took the entire team with him instead of them protecting their Nexus. Vayne getting a kill. Vayne getting a double kill on the Ari and the Master E, and it looks like that will be the game. They will be able to open up the last Nexus turret. They take down, they get the Kaisa kill. Vayne does get the Kaisa kill, takes down the Nexus. GG well plays, misprediction. The harder champs won the game, and that is a red team win. GGWP all around.